Okay, so this is a video just showing you some of the things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis with type 1 diabetes. It's not covering the whole list that's on the PowerPoint that's in front of you, it is just 2 or 3 things. So we have to weigh and measure all of the foods that Tilly eats. All diabetics have to calculate the insulin that they inject into themselves or that they deliver through an insulin pump so that their blood sugar doesn't go too high, which is called a hyper, or that their blood sugar doesn't drop too low, which is a hypo. It is much easier if the packaging tells us how many carbs there are in a product, and then it makes the insulin calculation much easier. But most things have to be weighed and measured. This is her insulin pump. So Tilly is on what we call an insulin pump. Some people choose to do injections 4 times a day. We decided that that was quite restrictive for Tilly. She was only 2 when she was diagnosed, so we decided that putting her on an insulin pump was a much easier way for her, so she was able to eat what she wants when she wants. All diabetics can eat what they want as long as they calculate the correct amount of insulin. It's not that they have to avoid certain foods, not at all. They can have whatever they want as long as they calculate their insulin properly. And the insulin pump does a lot of that for us. There's a lot of technology that's involved. There's a lot of training that's involved as well. I had to go and learn how to use these insulin pumps. They get changed every 3 years. So I do have to learn every 3 years how to use them properly so that she is getting the correct amount of insulin so that she's safe. When your blood sugar is very high or very low, you can feel very ill and it can be very dangerous. So we obviously want to avoid that. Tilly doesn't like getting her insulin pump changed, so I do it when she's sleeping. It does wake her up and she will fight against me, telling me that she doesn't want to have it changed, which isn't nice as a parent to have to do that, to wake your child up when they're in a nice sleep. There she is fighting against me. I'm going to insert the needle into her stomach just now. So you can imagine it's not a particularly nice thing to happen. Doesn't look like a needle, it's a little inserter that does it for me. It's just a little button on the top, which is much nicer, I think, than giving an injection. The next video is of me giving an injection to Tilly. Her blood sugar was dangerously high at 3 o'clock in the morning last week, so I just filmed it so that you could see what goes into that. Just sit still. Sit still. I'll go back to sleep. Yeah.